So I'd like to welcome everyone back to the Fairweather Farmer. We're here back on the old Western Wilds map. As you can tell, we've got ourselves a new pickup truck. We had to have something to get around fairly fast in. Can't be driving the Mac everywhere. It's not very maneuverable. So um, Billy Bob down at the store suggested a 450. Just because you can put the bed on it, and it looks pretty nice. Obviously you went with the 450 to get some hauling capacity as well. So we do have a plow mount on the front of it as well. So when it comes to winter time, if we have to do much plowing, it's gonna be good for the job there. So with that being said, in the last episode, we figured out that we couldn't plant the corn yet because I totally forgot it was only September. So basically, this field here is going to set idle through the winter. Let's see if there's something that if we plow up another field that we can get put in. So we could plant wheat, barley, or canola right now if we had a seeder, which we don't. But we could always get one. I am interested in doing the canola. Um, so I'm thinking we will go ahead and plow up the other side of the road there, just behind the greenhouse over in this area. We'll get it plowed up. And I am going to put bees over here along under the power lines. Since we can't really plow under them anyway, I'm going to use some space here. We may go ahead and do that right quick. We're not really going to have any income off of them right now. But so I do like this little bee house. It's pretty cool. It does the same amount though as these. Because it's just 33 Langstroth hives and this one's 33. So I believe I'm going to spin it around. We're going to face it towards the road there. Spin this around. Kind of line it up with the road there. Obviously the truck isn't really a profitable purchase, but I'm not afraid to spend the 19,000 on this. For the fact that the bees might not make $19,000 back right away, but they do make money pretty quickly. And then we're gonna go up here. I think we're gonna go right. We can get our honey to spawn right here. We're gonna put this like right here. So that'll be where our honey spawns, and it's right along our little drive-up path. So that'll be very useful. So we got our bees. And we're gonna stay like I don't know, like a meter or so away from the power line. And about 3 meters off of this, like right over here, where our starting point will be, and then we'll plow over towards the edge of our property over there. Now we could just go ahead and put it down in our lower yard down here, in our lower field, and save this top one for corn. But we're gonna have to plow it up eventually anyway. I am thinking about putting more bees though, because we do have the bees over there. So I'm thinking about putting bees along this roadway, right, and along this area or so. It does overhang onto the road a little bit. It'll be alright. So that should have us covered as far as bees go for the current time. We are going to jump into our case. Get our subsoil hooked up here. If I remember right, we have to drop it down to make it through the door. Or we should have, let's put it that way. But we did. So like I said, we're going to stay about 3 meters from the driveway and about a meter off of the power line if we can. We're going to set our width. We're going to set an AB line. We're going to rename this since we accidentally overrode it. We're going to call this the greenhouse field. We're going to save it. I'm actually gonna jump out and grab this thing. We're gonna be so generous and give this to our neighbors. They're gonna be so happy to have the free wood. Like, you guys don't even know. They're just gonna love it. I don't know if they'll be able to contain themselves. So you guys have seen me plow a field before, or grade a field, maybe not plow, but not in this series. But I'm gonna get this field created, and then I'll see you guys whenever I get done. I'm gonna send it into a time lapse, so you will be able to watch it. It'll be over quicker than you think.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. And I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. Run away, I don't have to plan it. I can go, change my fate, you won't understand it. All alone, that's okay, people I can't stand them. They don't want me to change, keep me where I'm standing. And I don't wanna be where I am, and I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance.
Now that we're done with that field, getting it all plowed up, I will show you guys how I do the soil sampling. Like I mentioned in the last video, I have edited it a little bit to where it'll do a much broader area at one time. I think I've got it to go up to 100-meter radius. So I guess technically it does a 200-meter diameter every time it does it, so. Obviously it did speed it up, but it's a little cheaty on as far as the money goes. But as far as that goes, just for some added realism, I'll go ahead and deduct, depending on the size of the field that I do, I'll change how much I deduct. So we'll go ahead, we'll get it unfolded. So actually, since the Precision DLC updated, it changed it back to the normal one. So I will be right back, and I'm going to go change that again. So welcome back. I know for you that was only like a second or two, but for me it took me about 3 minutes. So as you can see down there on our mini map, the entire section of the small one is green from where it's sampling that entire section. So if we zoom that out, even on the little bit larger one, it's showing almost all green. And then if we go into our big one, You can see how big of an area I actually sample at once. So. Like I said, that's just for the sake of speeding everything up. I don't know about you, but I enjoy my time. But I mean, you know what? I don't think 100 is necessarily. I think it's a little big, but it does get the job done quite quickly. So it's just an easy number that I've typed in. So I just roll with it. So that should cost us about $200 once those come back. $100. So I'm actually going to go in here. We're going to go into add remove money. We're going to go minus 500. I feel like we probably would have done that many more samples. So. That way we're not totally cheating, but we're gonna get this put back in the shed. And then we may grab onto the spreader. And then we'll get the lime spread. Yeah, I already know it's gonna need lime. And with it being freshly plowed, definitely gonna need lime. And God knows when it was last put on. Probably could use the older tractor for this. We're already in this one. We're gonna fill up with this little thing here. I don't know how much is in it. There's about 1,000 there. So that was about 1,000. A little under $1,000 there for that. We'll see how far it gets us. Probably not the farthest, if I was to guess. So we're going to go ahead and empty this over here. I believe it empties off the passenger side. So we're going to pull up here, press I, and it's perfectly full. Then we're going to get this put back in the shed. I do kind of want to look at cedars, see what options we have. And in the past, I have liked to use the Lincoln. It's pretty nice. Being the fact that it's 12 meter. So we're going to pull it out here. We'll pull up the shop. So this is one I have liked to use in the past. It does only have seeds, so this one doesn't look like it would be terrible, but it is only 4.5 meters. Not saying that that's bad or anything, but it is a little small. So I think we're just gonna go with this John Deere. It's a pretty nice looking little seeder. Like I said, it is only 4.5 meters. So you can get it with or without ridge markers. It adds 2,500. Being the fact that I use the GPS mod, I don't really need it. And then you can add a solid fertilizer tank to it as well, which I will do. It does increase the capacity by about 500 liters. So. I mean, it is relatively low horsepower that you need, so it's only 85. You can go at 9 miles an hour. And the best part of all, it's only $42,000. Pretty cheap, affordable option when it comes to seeders. And I believe that you can also do this without tilling or anything if you really wanted to. Yeah, so you can seed directly with no previous cultivating or plowing necessary with this one. So we are going to, I know the whole John Deere case mixed match is going to drive some people crazy. I do want to look at getting a John Deere tractor at some point. It just there hasn't been anything come up that I really wanted as far as on sale. And so far as long as 22's been out, some of the cheaper tractors have been Case or I should say definitely Combine, because that one's sub 100K, so. I would like to remind everybody to go ahead and hit the subscription button. It would help me out a lot. You can react to the video. Let me know if you're liking it, disliking it. And then leave a comment down there. What's your favorite tractor in the game? It doesn't have to be Case or John Deere. It could be Valtra, Steyr. Could be even the Antonio Pack tractors. Those have been out for a little bit. As of the time that I'm recording this, the Kubota Pack has been announced, but it has not been released. I think it's releasing on the 28th, and today is the 22nd. We're getting there. It's almost here. I am kind of excited to look at those tractors and see how well they so seeds have been put in. I don't know if I'm close enough necessarily for solid fertilizer. I might have to swing it around. I don't crash into it, huh? Let's see if that worked. It worked. That was a little off. Whatever. It worked. All that matters. So like I said, I could use the other tractor for this, just based off the horsepower ratings. And I do need to change the seed to canola. So we got that done. I think the last thing left to do is just to plant the seed. We got it turned on. We got it lowered. Alrighty. We are gonna do a headland or two here. At least on this end. Is that end down there? The worker should be fine. I am probably going to go ahead and put a worker on this, just for the fact that it's 4.5 meters. As you can tell, I've never really used this seeder. It is fairly new. It has been out for a little bit, but I just haven't had the chance to use it. It does seem to be like a pretty nice piece of equipment. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and get a worker started here. Get them started down the right track and then get them started. So another added feature with the precision farming that hasn't, or that wasn't in 19, is the variable seed rate. Really, in 19, all we had variable rate was lime and fertilizer. So in 22 now they've added to where it's also seeds and herbicide. So that's does make a big difference. The workers do seem to do a decent job. We're gonna let him go ahead and continue on this field, and or her, I guess. His name is Franz. It's a guy, I believe. Seems to be doing an alright job down here. There's a section right here that I expected him to miss. That's how the field is. The real dirt mod is freaking awesome in this game too. That's how it kicks up the dust and everything. So we're at a perfect pH value and a perfect nitrogen value. We're expected to have a yield of 88%. Yield potential is 89. I mean, that's pretty good. Not really, other than rolling, there's not really much more that you can do. And then of course we do have the bees as well, which have made some honey actually. 10 liters. We've produced 100 liters of lettuce, so I think the only thing left over at the store is the mower, so speaking of that, what is on the sale? So the only thing that's on the sale is the grape harvester, which is a really good deal, but we don't have vineyards, so unfortunately we're gonna have to pass on it. So with that being said, we've reached the end of the video here. I want to thank everybody for sticking around if you made it this far. Don't forget to go in, hit that subscribe button if you liked the video. Go ahead and react in there that shows me that you're liking or you're disliking the video. And leave me a comment on some good criticism on how I can make the videos better. I'm always learning, so with that being said, we'll see you on the next one. And I'm really liking this series. It's going quite well. We're gonna try and explore a couple more mods and keep going. I hope everyone liked this F450. It comes in a pack with a couple other trucks, but it's a pretty good looking mod. It's a super the mod itself, the customization that you can do with it is it's fairly realistic to like ordering a truck, I guess you would say. So we'll try and explore a little bit more with it. But I'll see you guys on the next one, and have a good day.